Aloha guys, this here is Trilene Big Game Monofilament Fishing Line. This is extremely high strength breaking test monofilament fishing line available from sizes of 8 to 130 pounds. Now here is my choice for estuary fishing. I use brown like this one here, so I just opened that because it does, the plastic is still on those, but I just opened that recently because I found that the brown works very well with estuary areas. So you just have to match up the colors to what you want. Now for clear water, I tend to use more of the red and the blazing, what they call blazing orange. So you can use clear for the clear water, but I found that the reason why these the orange and the red works better for the clear water is because when the line's in the water, it's hard to see it, especially at a distance. But the orange and the red is easier to see above the water. It's easier for us to track it. Now the fish have a hard time tracking it because if you look at the science of colors, red and orange are the first two colors to disappear in the water column. That's why companies like this put out those type of colors because they do disappear. Makes sense, right? Now, if you're more of a freshwater person, you like to hit the ponds for panfish, I would suggest using green because waters like that tend to be more stagnated because they're uncirculated. It tends to get clearer once in a while when there's not much rain around and the sediments have a chance to settle a bit. But I would use green for those type of greenish ponds, and it's a good choice because the water is non-regulated. So I try to match up the areas I go to with the colors I use for my line. So based off of that, yes, I live on an island surrounded by the ocean, so I tend to use blue as my number one in those type of areas, or clear as number two. But clear is generally the all-around usable one. Now I only have the brown left because I've used up all my blazing orange. That's my favorite color. In fact, the blazing orange I do extremely well in all areas from freshwater, saltwater, even brackish water. Now I bought this brown color for brackish water, but the blazing orange too does well because it disappears when the line is in the water and it's easy to track out of the water. I can see it from at least 50, 60 yards away. I can see it, whereas the clear line or other lines I cannot. So to sum it up, this Brandon line is very suitable for fresh to saltwater usage, and it's I use it to target any species. I was up in the States for some time up in Maine, and I tell you, it doesn't matter where you go. This line really works well. The Trilene is truly a high strength, durable line. We tried it along the coast for bluefish, went to the freshwater areas, and it's done quite well. And it's known throughout the world for its toughness. I just like it because it's inexpensive compared to a lot of the other higher price lines, and I tend to use it more because of the colors involved and the variety of strengths from 8 to 130-pound tests. It comes in these beautiful spools here that won't take up a lot of room in your tackle box, and they're quite inexpensive when you look at it this way. I do buy the bulk spools, especially when I go trolling with the 100 and 130-pound test line. But this is my quick synopsis of what I use, and thank you for listening. So I'm going to go off to my online store, the Big A online store, where I get this from, because I'm all out of blazing orange again, and I got to get more. Thank you.